Hey, it's Will and Chris from LifterLMS, and you know what day it is? It's Feature Friday. We've got an exciting feature to share with you today. We're going to be using modern WordPress and the all-new LifterLMS Sky Pilot theme, which is a full site editing theme. And we're going to show you how to have a menu that is different on your site depending upon whether or not the user is logged in. The reason we'd want to do that is sometimes we may have links on the logged out site that are related to making sales, whereas the logged in version, we want our menu really focused on what the learner needs to do to get the value out of the educational training program. So I'll hand it over to you, Will. Let's take a look at how to do conditional menus without coding.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And like you said, Chris, this applies to the newly released LifterLMS Sky Pilot theme and really any theme that's leveraging full site editing in LifterLMS. But this is the premier theme for Lifter that includes full site editing features. And so like Chris said, up here at the top of my website, you can see I have a navigation menu, including a few items that I think are important to highlight to my users, privacy policy, dashboard, and a few other items. And so this menu is going to be the same whether I'm logged in or logged out. But in this tutorial, we're going to take a look at how we can use full site editing to change that menu based on whether you're logged in or logged out. So to do that, I'm going to head to the back end of WordPress, and then I'm going to head down to Appearance Editor. And this is going to launch this new editing interface that is in full site editing that I'm really coming to enjoy using. So we're going to be modifying our header in this case. So a header is located under Template Parts Header. And then I'm going to click this little pencil icon. It's going to launch the header for me. And I like to use this list view feature of WordPress that allows me to open up with these little caret keys and show exactly what's going on my page. And I can hover over these items and it highlights what's going on. I have a navigation with a bunch of items included and then a button over there to log in. And so for this example, I'm going to be creating a second navigation menu that will only display to logged out users. So in this case, let me add a new block here. I'm going to add a navigation block, and then I'm going to go back over to my list view. So we can see I have these two navigation blocks going on here, and let's see, this navigation block has that menu, and I want to change my navigation block here on the second one. So I'm going to go to my second menu and hop over to select a menu. So currently footer menu is the one I have. I haven't even taken a look at creating another menu yet, but let's just select course menu. Cool. So this is going to be maybe the menu that I have for users who are signed out. Let me go ahead and remove this menu item. I'll do it from over here. So this will be, I guess we have a lot more going on in this menu, so I'm going to actually leave this one as the signed in menu. So this is what users are going to see when they're signed in, and this is what users are going to see when they're signed out. So now that I know that I have my two menus created and I want to display this one for logged out users and this one for logged in users, I'm going to create a group surrounding my menu. We're going to just group that. And then I'm going to group this other one too. Group. Oops. Here. Group. All right. Cool. So I have a group for my my two menus. I actually created a group I didn't need. Remove this one. Fiddle in around with the block editor. Okay, cool. So this is my logged out menu, and I can leverage the features in Lifter called enrollment visibility. So I can say that this group is only going to display to logged out users. So this block is only visible to logged out users, and then for this group down here, this is going to be only visible to logged in users. That'll save. We'll save changes here on my header, and I'm going to jump back over to the front end of my website here. Let me back out of my full site editor and see if that worked. All right, awesome. So I have my logged in menu here. This is the one I designated as my logged in user menu, but let me go ahead and sign out. I guess my sign out isn't really working there. I'm on a demo site. Let me sign out this way. There we go. Cool. So now that I'm signed out of my website, if I head back over to my homepage, we can see I now have the logged out menu. And so that's a really kind of simple example of how we can create a menu for someone who's logged in and a different menu for someone who's logged out. And you can get a little bit more complex with it, adding in different pages, different buttons, and all kinds of other items that display conditionally based on whether a user is logged in or not. But that's just a quick overview.
And that's it for this episode of Feature Friday. If you haven't used SkyPilot yet, go check it out. It's on the LifterLMS website. And, just think about all the different ways you could use that feature of LifterLMS to have different content based on a user being logged in or logged out. That's it for this episode. Drop a comment down below with what video you want us to make next, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.